name is Max.
And I'm Calvin.
And we're hosting So You Wanna Be a... Today, we're talking about the people who straighten teeth, fix smiles, and hand out a lot of rubber bands.
Yep, orthodontists. They're the dental specialists who make sure your teeth line up the way they're supposed to.
And hey, Calvin, didn't you recently get braces?
Yeah, I did. Let me tell you, it was not fun.
You mean sore teeth for a few days, right?
Exactly. But now my smile's on its way to being awesome as can be. So, what exactly does an orthodontist do?
Orthodontists are like dentists, but with extra training. They help fix crooked teeth, jaw problems, and bite issues using braces, retainers, and other tools.
They're kind of like engineers for your mouth, making sure everything lines up just right.
Yep, they don't just make smiles look better, they make them work better too. But why do people love it?
Well, they get to help people feel confident. Taking someone from hiding their smile to grinning all the time is a big deal.
They also usually see patients for years, so they get to build real relationships. As an orthodontist, they might see a kid from age 12 all the way through high school.
And they use some pretty cool tools. Braces, clear aligners, like Invisalign, expanders, and retainers.
Basically, they're part doctor, part engineer, and part artist.
So, what does a day in the life of an orthodontist look like?
Most start their days checking patient charts, and then it's appointment after appointment. Some patients are getting braces on for the first time, some are coming in for adjustments, and others are finally getting them off.
Oh, that's the best part, the big reveal. When you take off your braces, you see your new smile for the very first time.
Totally, and in between appointments, orthodontists take x-rays, make molds, and write notes about progress.
So, yeah, they're busy.
Okay, I think it's time we tighten the wires and jump onto some super cool orthodontist facts.
Let's go. Did you know that the very first braces were invented in the 1700s? They were strings holding metal pieces together.
Whoa, no rubber bands, just string? Imagine floss holding your braces on. Oh, here's a wild one. There's actually a goldfish that got braces once. They made a tiny little set of braces to help fix its jaw so it could swim and eat better.
I remember that from the vet episode. Do you know that some braces used to be made with real gold? That's like actual gold wires and bands.
Talk about $1 million smile. Oh, and here's something funny. The longest set of braces ever worn was for 11 years.
11 years? That's like having braces from elementary school all the way through college. Fun fact, astronauts have to get their teeth checked before going to space because they can't exactly schedule an orthodontist appointment on the moon.
Yeah, no space retainers. Yet.
So, how do you actually become an orthodontist?
First, you need to go to college, usually studying science. Then you go to dental school, which takes 4 years. After that, you go through orthodontic training for another 2 or 3 weeks.
And then you take exams and get your license before you can start treating patients.
It's a long road, but orthodontists make a real difference in people's lives. So what can kids do now if they want to be an orthodontist someday?
Focus on science class like biology and chemistry. Those will help you later.
Pay attention to details and practice patience. Braces take years to work, and orthodontists have to track progress little by little.
And maybe ask your orthodontist some questions next time you're in the chair. They'll probably love explaining what they do.
Plus, who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one handing out the rubber bands. Alright, that's it for today's episode.
We hope you had fun learning about what it takes to be an orthodontist.
If you like this episode, don't forget to follow and tell your friends.
And if you want us to talk about another amazing job, let us know.
If you are or know an orthodontist, tell us so we could do a follow-up episode.
Also, big shout out to Cash for giving us today's job idea.
And if you want your name and the job you want to be when you grow up featured in one of our episodes, head to maxandcalvin.studio and tell us.
Thank you. Goodbye.